Assassin's Creed Shadows has returned. In the shadows.
How did it return?
Assassin's Creed has returned.
Okay.
Yeah,
It came from the shadows. Assassin's Creed has returned.
It's returned back in our lives, in the world of everything.
It's been delayed multiple times, so
Yeah, exactly.
it's been in the shadows.
Yeah.
This is officially released by Ubisoft on March 19th, 2025. You can play this on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. We've been playing this game. In this game, you explore the captivating open world of feudal Japan, from spectacular castle towns and bustling ports to peaceful shrines and war-ravaged landscapes. Adventure through unpredictable weather, changing seasons, and reactive environments as you play Naoe, a shinobi assassin, and Yasuke, a legendary samurai, experiencing their riveting stories and mastering their complementary playstyles. So, Jason, I want to pass this off to you because you've got most of this gameplay. How much have you played of this game, and give me your high-level thoughts of Assassin's Creed Shadows?
Okay, well, first off, I'm going to do my best to not compare it to Ghost of Tsushima, because I feel like what they were going for this game is a better Assassin's Creed game. And in my own opinion, I think this game is a better Assassin's Creed game compared to the newer stuff we got since Origins to now. Not talking about the older stuff, like Black Flag, Rogue, Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I think from Rogue until now, not Rogue, Origins until now, I think this is a very high up there, great Assassin's Creed game.
Would you call it the best since then?
Best since then, let me think on that one.
You got Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, and Mirage.
I would like to say yes.
Okay.
I am. It has that feel of Assassin's Creed Odyssey without a abundance of stuff. There's still abundance of stuff. Like any Ubisoft game, there is an abundance of checklist things to do. But for some reason, the storytelling is a little bit better, and I enjoy the characters a lot more instead of the other two characters from Odyssey. I know this was the same creators from Odyssey, and I can tell a little bit from it, but I think cinematically with the cutscenes and stuff are very improved. I think they were going for a big, true AAA title game, but for some reason it missed a mark on a lot of different things, and I think that deals with bad words coming from
Publicity.
people. Yes,
Bad publicity, yeah.
As Goldman, all the way down to anyone else hating on this game a lot, I think that's what did it for them, and that's why it turned out to be a bad taste in people's mouth without giving it the game a try.
Right.
I enjoy the gameplay. I thought I wouldn't enjoy Yasuke too much, and I thought his story wouldn't be interesting. You get introduced to Yasuke in the first, I say, 30 minutes of the game, and then after that, he's gone. The rest of the time, I think I played 20 hours of it, playing as Naoe, and dear Lord, I was just like, this is what we need to stick with. Right here is her story. I enjoy her story. I don't even know why we're introducing a second character. I don't want a second protagonist. I enjoy her. The whole concept of her background and her story is that her village gets attacked by Yasuke's superior.
Oh, is that what happens?
That's what happens.
Oh,
Gets
I haven't
attacked.
done that yet.
Her dad gets killed by some kind of order.
Yeah.
You know, and she goes on basically a hunting down spree to find these people. That's when later on she runs into Yasuke, and I'm not going to spoil anything. I don't want to spoil anything, but something turns out that it wasn't supposed to be, and they team up together. Their relationship throughout the story feels a little weird at first, but after you do a little bit of side missions that you find together, you realize they're building a relationship and a great friendship, and that's what I really love. And plus, because they are totally different. One's more of I'm just going to say a ninja, and the other one's more of a samurai. And they live by different codes and how they go about things. And it's nice to see that back and forth between them in conversations and certain missions. Currently, I'm playing in canon mode, which you're allowed to you can do the decision mode, I don't know, like RPG, where you make the decisions as you go and progress through the story. But I'm playing in canon mode is how the game is supposed to be played. And I'm enjoying it so far because I get stressed out when I'm trying to make decisions anyways, because I'm like, do I need to pick this? Is this person going to die? Should I keep this person alive? I'm like, I don't want that stress. I just want to play a good game. And playing that mode, loving it, enjoying everything about it. Gameplay wise, Yasuke's fun. Like, you find a small fort or something and you just switch to him full on tank. You can try to sneak around.
Yeah.
They're going to see you real quick and you can just destroy wrecked.
Does he have more health and stuff?
Yes, he has. He's a little bit beefier, and you get to start off with. You get 5 health potions. Rations, 5 rations, and he's beefier, and he's very fun to play with. You can try to sneak around. It's pretty fun to like attempt that, and then just pop up on them, and they get freaked out, and you just go in attack mode. And then the female, she can like. Her sneak ability is really cool, especially hiding in between the shadows and stuff. You can hide like the AI is not that great, I know, but it's pretty fun to sneak around in the shadows right next to someone and sneak up on them and get them. It's pretty intense. But no, like so far, I put 82 hours on it, but I came to a realization it's a Ubisoft game. It's a very beautiful world. It's a check off list type game. You have things you have to find in order to upgrade stuff to master level, and it gets kind of redundant, but I like those games because if I am going out somewhere and I only have like 30 minutes to play a game, I can jump into this, go do a checkbox thing, get this, get that, get this, and just move on without doing the story.
Yeah.
The change of seasons is pretty cool. It changes up your gameplay completely. So funny thing, it went to wintertime. I fast traveled as Yasuke on top of a viewpoint. I was going to jump into water. I was just like, I'm just going to jump in this water and get down real quick and go. The fucking water froze. So
it killed you.
It killed me. I jumped down, fucking killed me. It's amazing how the environment can change and the seasons and stuff. And then also your character can become wanted in certain locations. So when they're wanted, like you'll see like guards walking around and stuff like that. Well, they don't notice you unless you're wanted, and that's when they start like chasing after you, going after you. You have to wait till a whole season, and once the season changed, everything goes away, along with everything refreshes as well. So all those little tiny forts that you look for resources at and do this and that renews, and new enemies will pop up.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
But like so far, I mean, game's great. There's a lot of shit in this game. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't do a lot of it. I actually do a lot of it, but I try not to, and I haven't been mainlining it. And right now, I think I'm level 28, and that's a good thing too. You can play fully as just one character, but whatever that character levels up to, your other character does the same thing.
Oh, that's good.
So I was worried about that it would happen.
Are there separate skill trees?
Yes, there's separate skills. So what
you share knowledge points?
You share knowledge points. Yes.
I mean, like share are they separate? Like if I spend 6 on Naoe, do I still have 6 left over?
They are separate, right? And what's so unique about the skill points, and I came to a realization of this whenever I was like 40 hours in, is that you'll pick a skill from a certain skill tree, and they're divided up by the weapon type that you're using. There's one skill that's dedicated to like that says samurai. That's an overall passive skill that the samurai has.
Yeah.
And Naoe has a what is their clan called? Shinobi skill tree and an assassin skill tree. That's a passive all the way through her core. But each weapon has an individual skill that has a unique ability attached to it. So that's how you unlock those unique abilities that you see. Like Yasuke has a move where I have a katana and he can like do a strike or whatever. Well, whenever I switch weapons, I don't have that anymore. Whatever weapon I have and I unlock that skill, that ability, it goes in there. So that's pretty fun and unique, and it gets you to play around with different things with that, with the different weapon types.
Yeah.
So because I unlocked the ability to do dual assassinations, and I didn't realize it was part of a weapon. So I was trying to do dual assassinations, but I needed that weapon in order to do it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you got to pay attention a little bit to the skills, but you can always unassign them and reassign them, so you can really like toy around with it, especially if you get a new weapon. I like the fact that they didn't have animals in here that you can hunt. That gets fucking repetitive, and I hated it that ever since they introduced it in Origins to upgrade your equipment and your abilities. Well, mostly your equipment annoys the shit out of me. Now it's just like chests that you find.
I do like that there are like animals running around though, just to make it feel a little bit more alive.
Oh yeah,
You know, like deer and like just all kinds of different creatures and stuff.
deer, cats, fucking. Did I see monkeys?
I don't know if I haven't seen monkeys yet,
But yeah, like it's fun. The climbing mechanic, I still think Valhalla has the best climbing mechanic in a game.
It seems like they regressed a little bit in this game.
They said they were going to.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Which, I mean, really, it hasn't really bothered me. And I think the addition of the grappling hook is a big one for this game. Because with how the architecture is, it's like having that ability. I wish I had the grappling hook in every game now where I could just like grapple to skip like a couple of steps of the building,
But I think this is a big step forward compared to Assassin's Creed since Origins.
Yeah.
I think it's a good step forward. And plus them introducing kind of like Brotherhood where you can have random NPCs help you out. You eventually find, I can't remember what they're called, support characters, I guess. Scouts, not scouts.
Oh.
These are actual people that you unlock and you can call them in to help you out.
Oh, okay.
I'm so excited about that. And I only unlocked one character so far, but still is dope. It's pretty cool. And I want that to continue because that reminds me of Brotherhood where I call in my people to like kill someone real quick for me. They don't do that. They just go in the fight with you, which is pretty fun.
That's nice.
Combat's pretty fluid. It took me a while to get used to the assassin part of it because Naoe is very quick, which is nice, but her attacks are quick as well. It's just it kind of takes a while to get used to. As for Yasuke, he's pretty straightforward, simple, man. You just you go in there and wreck shit, dude. I love playing as him.
Are the controls the same? Like, do you have your heavy attack, your light attack, your parry and dodge?
Yep, exactly the same, which is nice. But there's a little difference with depending on like what you're doing. Like fucking funny thing, Yasuke, I was just running, right? And I thought he was going to leap over this like little fucking barrier. He fucking crashed into it and just kept running. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess we're just running full force. So, but no, the storyline's interesting. I'm fucking like, I don't know. Only my biggest complaint about the game, there are some glitches in it, but they're not game breaking yet. I kind of wish to switch characters was a little bit quicker instead of going to the pause menu. I kind of wish you could do almost like Grand Theft Auto where you can swap.
Oh, yeah.
Storyline wise, as you play as the two characters, if it's a main story thing, you get to pick which character you want to play as.
Okay.
And I got to a point where you pick a character, and I don't know if it'll be different. That's my issue. One character will go after this part, and the other character is like, well, I'll go this way. I don't know if that'll be a different gameplay. You know what I mean? Like, or if I picked Naoe to go there instead of Yasuke, if Naoe would do the same thing and Yasuke would be like, oh, I'm going to go fucking to the beach and do this. So I haven't gotten to that point. Will I replay it to find out? Probably not, because Assassin's Creed is
long.
Like the new Assassin's Creed is very long to just play through. And like I said, I'm 82 hours in and I think I'm 40% through.
Damn.
And yeah, and some of like a very unique thing that happened to me in this game. Yasuke walked up to this sign that was saying, you got to kill all these samurais, you got to kill all these samurais. And you can either pick kill them separately, like hunt them down separately, or tell them all come at once. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Yasuke's a pretty big guy. I want them all come at once. Totally forgot about the mission until I walked up and I saw this guy with an icon on his head. I was like, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. Went in there, I fucking killed him, and I'm looting everything, and I called in my buddy to help me kill him. I was like, damn, that was a little difficult, but I got it. Then all of a sudden, there he is, and I look over, fucking someone comes out running, and then it freezes, and it just zooms in on his face. That's the other samurai. Freezes, zooms in another face, another face, another face. There's 5 fucking samurais. I'm like, oh, fuck my ass. And I already called in for help. I'm like, well,
so your guy left?
Guy left, yeah. So I had to fight him off myself, but it was so much fun. And the brutalities of the kills are fun. Like, it gets you going, especially when you unlock Yasuke's like assassination ability. Fucking, I walked up to this one guy. I was like, hey, you. He turns around, he just stabs right in the face and fucking pulls it out. I'm like, okay, I'm having fun. So, but yeah, it's all in all, it's a good game. I wouldn't like. I think it's
It's a game of the year worthy.
Is it game of the year worthy? No, I don't think so. Potentially it could have been, but I don't know what else they could have fixed on. I think they could have lessened the checklist box thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like, oh, I need to collect this, I need to collect that. They could have lessened that because it gets very repetitive. And I think that's what will turn people off. It's like, I already fucking did this. Already, like, you go to the shrine and pray, and you got to find all the pray points, and you do the prayer, and then after that, you get a mastery token. And then you have to do it
knowledge token.
And then after that, you have to do it like 4 more or 5 more different times. And I'm like, man, dude. But it's fine because, like I said, when I usually do this, I'm either on the phone talking to someone and I'm just playing and doing that, or I only have like 10 minutes to play for a little bit and I just jump in there and just do something quick.
I mean, it seems like there's not many of those like castles or places where you have to go find the lost pages or do the prayers or whatever. But do you feel like it kind of gets bigger? Because I'm only in that first region now.
It gets bigger. I spent a good hour just doing that, unlocking all the question mark points, because that's what I do. Once I go into one region, I try to unlock everything in that region.
Yeah.
And then I go to the next region, do the same before I progress through the story.
Yeah.
And one thing that does annoy me, and I told Brett this, is that the main story quest or any main story fucking thing, it has a weird squiggly icon. I thought that was a side mission because there was another fucking icon that was an exclamation point. I'm like, that's the main story. I'm going to avoid that. Nope. Squiggly line was main story. Pissed me off. And then...
So you're doing side missions?
Yeah. So I stopped doing that, started doing side missions. Side missions are mostly like, oh, go fucking kill 100 bandits. So you want to make sure you unlock the side mission before you start like exploring.
That mission especially,
Yeah, once you start exploring, because you'll be killing a lot of people. Shit, I had something else. There's a battle pass in this game.
I haven't even seen the battle pass.
So if you hit your pause menu and you'll run around and collect these little Amnesty token things, or find like data spread around the place.
Oh, is that the little like glowing
thing that you stare at, or you'll find one and pick it up? That goes towards the battle pass. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to pay for anything, but you can unlock like currency to buy things in the store. You go into your menu, you hold down the for a PlayStation, you hold down the touchpad, and it'll open up, and it has a battle pass that's active, and you can activate either one or two. You can't activate them both for some odd fucking reason. So I have one that's activated, and I'm just going through, like, whenever it's fully, I can collect something, I collect something. I'm not paying for anything for this game.
Is it cosmetics that, like, because, like, when you upgrade your gear and you swap your gear out, do they have, like, what do they call it? I've been wondering about this, because, like, I have the Uplay Pass, so it gave me, like, the Legendary Edition or the Special Edition or whatever. They gave me some badass, like, red skins for Naoe, but they're level 3. So I know I can upgrade them now, but is there a way to take that cosmetic and apply it to something 100%. Else? Okay.
You select the cosmetic, and there's a button down in the right hand corner where you can change what it looks like.
Okay.
So you can like whatever you unlock, like armor wise or sword wise or any weapon wise, you can go in and change how it looks.
Got it.
But it's still the effect of that weapon, or armor that you have.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fun. I'm enjoying this way better than Odyssey. Like, it's fun.
Yeah.
So though, like, I know I'll probably get a lot of hate for this, but I'm a true Assassin's Creed fan. I've always loved the franchise. I think the only one I did not play was Rogue. I even played the PSP one, Bloodlines, and the one with the black female, Liberation. I think that's what it's called.
I don't remember.
Out in New Orleans. That one was fun. That one
they
was
had a New Orleans one?
Yeah, that one was cool. On the PSP Vita.
Wow.
Yep. So,
damn.
But yeah, I highly love Assassin's Creed, and I kind of wish people would give this game a chance if you are a fan of the franchise. But I can see a lot of people listening to people bad-mouthing it because of the woke thing. The woke culture is a fucking video game, my dude. And plus, all the choices you make is what you're making if you're going that route. In the canon version, there's no love story in there. There is, but I don't want to spoil anything, but it doesn't deal with what you're thinking it deals with. So people promoting this is like, oh, this and this and this. It's not that. It's not. just people hating on something that they don't understand. So
Yeah. Well, I'm like 7 hours in and I haven't seen any of that yet. Whereas like
You're not.
Dragon Age Veilguard, I saw it like the second I started playing.
what I have seen, I'm playing it on the English version because you can switch it to like Japanese style and you read the subtitles. The side missions, when you go talk to someone, they have the most thickest Asian accent, and I don't know. It seems almost like comical, and I don't want to laugh about it.
No, it's very cringy.
It's so fucking cringy.
Some of them are incredibly cringy.
It is so fucking bad. Oh, look at the black man. Like, it's like, oh my God, dude. Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Who did you get?
But besides,
voiceover.
But it's a side mission. I can look past it. It's just a quick talk or whatever. The main story stuff is pretty good. I think the cinematics are beautiful. I think the storytelling is beautiful. The world is phenomenal. I think this is like one of the first times that Ubisoft had made a beautiful world, a very big world, and made a very interesting story. So
yeah. Well, who wants to go next? You or me?
You should probably go first.
Okay, cool. Well,
I'll be quick. So
I got about 7 hours in so far, 6.5 hours, I would say. And when I first started playing it, I was like not loving the beginning, but I feel like every Assassin's Creed kind of starts off a little slow sometimes.
Yeah, extremely.
When it's like building up the character and stuff like that, and like the whole situation with Naoe and the little boy and everything. And I was like, man, I've been playing too many games with little boys lately, and I'm just like, I want to get out of this whole like I'm a mother or fatherly figure to a child and blah 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 blah. You know, Pirate Yakuza and then Monster Hunter Wild. I'm
that
just like,
plot
what the
right
hell,
there
you
that
know?
you're talking about gets
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
gets
excited.
weird.
Oh, weird?
It gets interesting.
Okay.
Well, you'll know when you get to it.
Yeah. Well, that part was it's a little slow to get started, but once I got into it and like the world opened up, I was like, yes, this is good. I'm liking it. I'm really enjoying it. Like, it took a minute to kind of get my flow and rhythm. And again, you know, you said you don't want to compare it to Ghost of Tsushima, but I do have to compare it to Ghost of Tsushima in a little way because these games are very different. Even though they are telling a feudal Japan story, so far what I've seen with Naoe, this is very much a revenge story for her.
Yep.
And she's pissed and she's angry and she wants to get, but she's also like, can be a good person. But it's like, when I walk into a freaking temple, I'm like freaking slaughtering every single person in that place. Civilian, one level, I don't give a shit. It's like slice, 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 slice. You're just killing everybody. And it's like, there's no conflict of emotion like there was in Tsushima, where it's like you're trying to fight if you're the ghost or if you're the honorable samurai. She's just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it, you know, and just like kill some people, right? And that to me makes it to where it's like less of, that's where it gets very different between Ghost of Tsushima, where Ghost of Tsushima did that part really, really well.
Yeah.
And this one is just like telling like a more, I don't know, singular track story, if you will. But I think the world in this game is really, really beautiful. Very dense, way more dense than I expected it to be, with all the like pathways and stuff. And it's almost like kind of it's open world, but it almost feels like it's a little bit of a linear, like open, kind of like a Borderlands vibe in a way, because there's certain points where you can go off the beaten path, but it can be very cumbersome and difficult to do so. So you need to follow the main pathways to like navigate around. Why are you laughing?
Because I always go off the beaten path. I attempt to make that run or that jump,
and then you
slide
hit the wall
down.
and slide down.
I fucking call my horse in and just run over it and just jump off of them.
Yeah. I mean, you can do it, but it's like I've noticed that, like, especially like when you're in the snow or whatever, it's like you slow down when you run through the snow. So it's like I want to follow those pathways, which has been kind of interesting to kind of see how that goes, how you kind of navigate through. But I've been exploring the world, and what I found myself doing is like I see a point in the distance that I want to go to, and then I set my waypoint, and then I just start running, and anything I see along that path, I stop and do that thing. So it ends up taking me like an hour to an hour and a half to get to like my actual objective. And then I'm like exploring the whole region and then coming back around. And the way that it's kind of opened me up to like, here's where you should go, kind of has created this nice flow through the sector that I'm in, and allowed me to like open up and see and unlock things in a very natural way that has allowed me to explore, but not explore to the point where, like most Ubisoft games, it's overwhelmingly dense with stuff. I feel like this one had cut back on that a little bit. There's still some checklisty stuff, like you said, where it's, you know, the little shrines you go up to where you do the memorization thing where you have to like do the cues, boom, 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 and then you go into the past. that's a cool story bit, and that it does go into the past and tells you some background of like her and her upbringing. But there's, you know, you have that, you have the castles you can go and raid. You have like the shrines you can just go pray to. There's a couple other little checklisty things, but I feel like it's less than past games, which I do appreciate. And there's less stuff on the screen because of like, they're like, hey, go to this area, and then like scan around it and kind of like look around and search for what you need to find. There's not a bunch of just like icons all over the place, which I found you can turn that off, but I haven't turned it off yet because I kind of like the roaming aspect of it. But I really like that. The combat actually was way more satisfying than I thought it was going to be.
Yep.
It's way more visceral than I thought it was going to be, like kind of brutal and gruesome, like the freaking chopping the heads off at the end and stuff like that. I'm like, shit, man, this is not at all what I expect Ubisoft to have done with like the brutality of what you're doing. It's very, very intense, but I'm having a blast like running in there and doing like dodges and parries and like dodge rolls, coming in behind, stabbing them in the back, and doing my air assassinations and all that stuff. I mean, it all feels really good. And so far, the leveling and progression has felt seem like comfortable. And it's not like, again, going back to like the overwhelmingness of like past games, like you have your 6 things you have to upgrade.
Oh, like Valhalla?
Yeah.
Fucking, boom.
Yeah, it's like the skill tree is much more simplified, which I appreciate, and it's very understandable and clear of what I need to do to like upgrade, and they make it easy to kind of reset that. But then with like just upgrading your armor and stuff like that, you just have 6 things to upgrade, and then you can also then just start, if you like something, you can just upgrade that piece of armor, and you know, run through that. The world, though, what I found that's not as dense and awesome and beautiful as the world is, I feel like it is not. There was so much more storytelling with Tsushima, and the world felt like a character in itself, and this one doesn't feel like that. You know, it's a beautiful world, but it doesn't like actually serve a purpose. It doesn't act as part of the story like I wish it did. But it's a small little gripe there. And then the other thing I wanted to mention too was the what was the other? There was another piece that the settlements. The settlement building thing, I think, is a really interesting addition to this game. Where you can
fucking hate it,
dude. You know me, I love that shit.
So what Brett is talking about at your settlement, you can make buildings and stuff, right? But the buildings
I was about to explain it, but whatever, man.
Oh, okay, go ahead. But you can make
shit.
buildings and stuff, and certain buildings help out with you. Like you can build a blacksmith, you can build a scout region, and you can build a stable. And you can do all these like little buildings. I just threw them on the fucking map because I needed them. But you can really dive into it and like design the whole fucking thing. This guy, you can design the whole fucking thing.
It's made for me.
I'm waiting to unlock the ability to put like animals in there, and I'm just gonna fucking fill it up with animals. That's all I'm doing. I'm not designing shit. I'm just going to fill up the thing with animals.
Yesterday, I was like, put in my 3 buildings, and I zoomed in on that shit. I put my little pathways in.
See,
I put in some rock and some trees and some bushes. And then you land in the world, and you're like, oh my God, this is so cool. It feels so real. And like you can make it so perfect.
What is it called?
It's like an RTS game. Or no, it's not RTS. It's like a 2 Point Hospital or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
I was going to say, what's that fucking popular game on Nintendo? Animal Crossing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Animal Crossing.
But better.
I fucking hate it, dude. I hated that they introduced that so much. I miss the old days, like with the Ezio days, whenever you had your settlement and you just shit was already there. You just had to run to it, pay money to upgrade it.
No, I loved it. I thought it was great. Yeah, it's a much improved thing for me because I thought the way that they did it in Valhalla was kind of not great, but this is great where I can like actually build my space. And
I like how they did
is it. But is it like for you? Is because you don't like it? Can you just turn something on where it just like auto builds?
No,
like
no, I just throw it somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, right now I just boom, boom, boom.
That's fine then.
It looks like shit. I just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. See, I'm like painstakingly like working through all my stuff, and I enjoy that.
Whenever I open up a chest and it's like, oh, you have more decor for your shit, I was like, I don't give a fuck. Give me a weapon, motherfucker. Give me resources. Well, it still gives me resources.
You get lots of resources, yeah.
Which don't buy the resource pack. There's no need. Just play the game.
Wait, there's a resource pack?
Yeah, you can spend 10
Oh, no, there's so many resources you get in the game.
Yeah, there's so many. Don't waste your money on a resource pack. Just play the game. You'll unlock so many resources. You'll feel dumb for buying that.
Yeah.
So
I didn't realize until like halfway through my game experience that the scouts, when you go find resources, when you raid a place, it's like you need 2 scout resources or
Yep.
whatever to like smuggle this stuff. I didn't realize that was the same scout that I had been sending off to go look at things to like uncover information about a territory. And I was like, God damn it. So I'm sitting here like every time I go, I'm like, oh, I need to get more scouts. And I had enough scouts. They were just busy.
How many scouts do you have? You just have 3, right?
I have 3 right now.
How
yeah.
do you unlock more?
You have to do like side missions and stuff and find them in the world and whatnot.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another cool thing. You can run up to some people and it won't mark them. I mean, if you use your like zoom in vision,
Yeah.
it'll mark them. But they'll be having a conversation. You can just talk to them and they'll give you a fucking like.
Well, I use that. I found out that's Eagle Vision stuff is like a freaking cheat code in this game. It's awesome.
The Eagle Vision or the like.
The Eagle Vision and then
Or
the
like
L
the
trigger
L-
to
oh,
both
okay.
of them to
Both
go
of them
together.
together.
So like I'll run into a base and it's like I need to find 3 prey stations or whatever. I'll just go into
yeah.
Eagle Vision and zoom in and I look around to find all the white spots and I'm
Yep,
like, bam, I
go
found
to
them
them.
and just go to it.
Yep.
And I don't have to like search for that shit. And it saves me so much
But
time.
yeah, you can run into it. It's almost like stranger missions from Red Dead, but it's not really. It's just more of a conversation piece. And you can unlock, like Brett said, the scouts and stuff. If you talk to them, depending on what choices you make,
Yeah.
you can unlock, they can look around the world and figure out what's happening, or you can unlock a scout. I didn't think that unlocked a scout, though. I thought
Well, I don't know
the
if that one
max was
does, but
3.
it's like side quests I've gone on, I've unlocked scouts through things that I've like accomplished.
I need to look into that one.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. But yeah, that's season changes are cool. They don't feel like, other than visually, like I haven't noticed it be like a noticeable. I haven't noticed as much change as you talked about than like resetting the world
Resetting
or whatever.
the
But I'm
world.
not going back
Well-
to a place unless I'm asked to go back.
And that's another thing I was going to bring up. Certain seasons, you can only do certain missions, like side missions, during a certain season.
Yeah.
I found that out just recently because I was hunting down supposedly ghost of this place. Yeah, ghosts of this place that are like legendary ghosts that you have to hunt down and kill. So you can also spare people. You don't have to kill them. Like I fucking walked up
I
to
kill
this.
them all.
Oh, I do too. I walked up to this lady and she was just like wanted to have a conversation with me, and then I had Yasuke and I just did a full on assassination on her. Just chopped her head off as she was talking. I was like, oh, she wanted to talk. I didn't realize that. I didn't know that was an option. I was just gonna kill her.
I didn't want to listen.
Yeah. So you can spare people depending if they give you the option. Some of them just want to attack right away.
Yeah.
So
I will say too, I've noticed that it's still cringe, but the dialogue is a little less cringe than I feel like it has been in past games, other than the weird accents you were
Yeah.
talking about. But one thing I don't like in this game is the music. I haven't enjoyed yet.
So
There was one scene, like a battle scene early on in the game, where it's like some Japanese rock music, and it felt so out of place.
I was
And-
gonna say something else. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah,
Hip hop
well,
music.
It was. Well, I haven't seen hip hop yet. Well, no,
Yeah.
like was that early too?
No, it's with Yasuke.
I've heard people talk about it.
Yeah, it's
know.
badass though. I was enjoying
I don't know.
it.
I so far the music has been like a major negative for me. It just hasn't like been appropriately themed to the world.
Yeah.
and that's been concerning. But I mean, overall, I'm like really enjoying the game. I'm enjoying my time with it, exploring, like jumping around. It's runs pretty good. I have had a few little graphical bugs, but nothing crazy. So yeah, Austin.
But yeah, once you get reintroduced to Yasuke, fucking they play hip hop music
Yeah.
with a Japanese twist to it, and you're just like, it's badass. I love it, but I'm like, do you really need to do that? Anyways, Austin, I'm sorry.
So I put like 2 or 3 hours into this. I got to the point where you find that you get to go into the world. So I don't know how far along that is. And I was doing one mission. Well, I was trying to play more of this game, but I was like, I'd rather play Rivals. And the problem I have with it is the
They're very different
story.
games, by the way.
Oh, I know. I was having way more fun with Rivals. But really, it's just the pacing of the story and how things are set up. Like with showing us Yasuke, getting us in there, I'm like, ooh, I like the brutality. I like the bruteness of Yasuke. I want to play him. And then they just rip you away from him. And then you're telling me it's going to take me X amount of hours to get back to him. And then I'm starting to play her. And it's like, you're right. This is the story with, what's her name again?
Naoe.
Why didn't we just start the whole game with her, lead up to Yasuke? And I really do think he probably should have been a side character. But, the farther I get along, I can make a better
It's almost like a
determination
Last
about
of Us
that.
situation, like The Last of Us Part 2, where they split characters out the way that they did.
And plus, it only took me 20 hours is because I just explored. Like,
Okay.
If you mainline it, Brett could be right. If you mainline it, it'd probably take you 6 hours, maybe.
That's still a long time.
It's still a
I'm
long
at 6 hours now, and I haven't found them yet. So
Are you mainlining it, though?
no. Well, yeah, I guess not. But
So that's what I'm saying. If you mainline
So-
it, I think it's just like a couple of missions. I have to look into it.
Okay.
but, yeah.
Well, that I just feel like he should have probably come in at a later time, and I think there is a small like early on. I just started losing interest. Like Naoe gets hit with a giant club with spikes and gets knocked out.
gotta
and
dodge it, dude.
And then she's
no part of
taken.
the story.
Oh,
Yeah, and then she's taken back to her father gets her and he takes her back to some lady. I'm like, it's just because I'm a medic, so I'm like, she literally has a concussion. She should be out for a week. The story should stop and wake up with her like father got anyway, and so that's like already just taking me out. I can't help but tear apart stories when I'm playing certain games and comparing them to other ones. So I'm just like doing things. I'm coming in. I felt like the part where she tries to get this box back that she lost was like really boring. Like she gets up to the point where she is going to assassinate him, and there's no like dramaticness. It's just an easy, here's this big brute, and I jump on him, and he's dead, and I got the box now. Okay, let's move on with the story. I'm like, there's no struggle.
But then
There's
you
no
don't
like,
get the box.
huh?
But then you don't get the
but
box.
also that's
Well, I know,
that
but-
right there is just introducing you still a little bit more. Because once you start fighting brutes and stuff, you're not going to want to assassinate them. You're not going to fucking do any of that. You're going to have to really strategize and plan out. This is just like small stepping stones to lead to something greater. It's getting you familiar with the game.
I agree with that, but I feel like just from a story standpoint, I want some intrigue and some. I want to feel something. I'm not feeling anything. I just feel like I'm
feeling
just
anything?
doing it. It's just like things are happening and there's no like meaning behind it, and it's just like, yeah, we just need to get the story moving, get it going, and I want to sit with some of these people. I want them to feel weak. I want me to have to feel like I need to try harder to be something better and to level up. And like, I really want to fight these people. I really hate these people, and it's just very surface level. And I think that's just a lot of things seem like they were put together at the last minute, like putting Yasuke's story in the beginning. Like, we didn't need that. You could literally start it here and then have all that being told or played later on in the story. And so and then after all this part where your father dies and you get to see the order or whatever, like that was fine. And then you wake up with that lady that recovered you in like 30 minutes, and you have to like hang out with her son and draw stuff. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? I literally took my headphones off and I was just playing, and like,
that also is not her. That wasn't her son.
No. It was,
oh, sorry. I don't know, because I took it off. I was just so bored by the whole situation, like trying to set up some people and some story. I was like, I just want to get it out there. Like, it's hard to
out there after that point.
Right. Yeah.
Now, how much have you explored? Like once you're out there, because
I
I
haven't
felt the
explored
exact same way as you
I haven't
until
explored
I
much.
started exploring the world, and then suddenly it flipped, and then I was like, "This game's awesome."
Yeah.
After I got in the world and actually explored, but that first like the part you just explained,
Yeah, it
I was
was
in the
very
same. I was
boring.
exactly like you. I was in the same boat. I didn't love the intro, any of it, until I got out in the world and I started seeing the full story and like developing through the world, and then I almost stopped playing the game actually, and then I kept going because I was like, I just want to explore the world itself and then get around and stuff like that. And then once I got like an hour or two into the world and started seeing more of the story stuff develop and some of the backstory and everything, I was like, no, this game is good. This is great. It was slow to get there.
Yeah.
Well,
So I would keep
what's
playing.
always true, yes, and it can change, and I definitely hope it does get better, like you say. But the thing that goes through my head all the time is like, why do I care? Why do I care? Like, this is always coming up in my head.
Yeah.
And obviously, not the only other game, but the most recent game we can compare it to is Ghost of Tsushima. And when you're asking yourself, why do I care? Why do I care? You have Jin on the beach, is hurt, is brought back. Well, he's not really brought back, but he's like still hurt. And he's like, I gotta go help my dad. And like, there's this good like momentum to the point where you fall off the bridge. You think he's dead, but he's alive. And then like the game opens up as you running into the field and the whole like, Ghost of Tsushima. And it's like, okay, that is a great way to get you into that game and that story and to propel you into like, all right, let's get out in the world and let's do some stuff. And let's like, you obviously know what's going on. and that's here. It's just there's just like, okay, stuff's happening and stop, stuff's happening and then stop, and I'm just like, oh,
Gotta have that Ubisoft twist to it, man.
I know. And like you said, the world is great. Like what I've seen, I'm just like, wow, there's a lot of beautiful things in this world.
Oh yeah,
You can stop and just look at something small, or look at the vast fields or
what's so like
trees.
And what's so cool about it, you can look out in that area and you can actually like go out there and see that. You can actually see a fucking tall building out in the distance, and you can run to that and see it and fucking jump up on it.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying. I can feel you on that, but I agree with Brett too. I think you need to like sit with it a little bit longer, because the story does get involved more. Unfortunately, with Assassin's Creed, it's a slow slog until you get that title screen, Assassin's Creed Shadows, because it's all going through the tutorial phase.
I mean, you're thinking about too, like the length of the game, like where we are in that moment, like you're 0.1% in the game right now, basically. So like you haven't played the game really
haven't
at that
scratched the
point,
surface of it
but
a
because
little
it's like 50, 60 hour game.
But Austin is right.
I had to think about that too, because like I said, I was really that first part was a slog.
Yeah.
Especially once I got full control of Naoe and like Yasuke left and stuff, and I was like going through that, and there was like the one part where it's like I hate those games where they're like they force you to crawl towards the person that's dying in front of you, and I'm just like, why is this a gameplay feature?
Trying to make it
Just
feel
give
real,
me a cutscene and move
immersive.
on. You know, like
Plus, Austin is right. It needs to take that initial fucking hit for you to be like, this is a game I'm going to fucking enjoy.
Yeah.
That first hour and 30, I would say, should fucking hook you and be like, I'm fucking ready. I am fucking ready. Because that's what I felt with Ghosts.
Yeah.
You're 100% right. And I felt the same with this game. I felt that hook in the first 30 minutes. I was just like, because the scenery was beautiful, the storytelling with Yasuke in the beginning, I was just like, okay, this is intriguing. And then whenever they finally meet, it gets super intriguing, because you're like, oh, what's his history? What's going on? And it just builds from there. But Ubisoft has to put their twist on it, where they throw so much stuff in between those story bits for you to do. It bogs it down. It slows it down. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
yeah. I mean, like I've always said, you don't go to Ubisoft to get good story, like gameplay and a beautiful world. Like that's what they got.
Well, I think this
Every
one
time.
finally hit the mark with story. I'm very intrigued on the story, and I'm very intrigued on Yasuke's back history on the Assassin's Order, because there's something going on with that.
yeah.
And then I'm interested in Naoe's mother, who she is. Is she involved? What she's involved with is very intriguing story, but it's not as impactful. Unfortunately, I don't want to compare it to Ghost of Tsushima. It's not as impactful as Ghost of Tsushima. But
No.
for an Assassin's Creed game, I think this is very impactful compared to what we recently got.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see, because I'm in the same boat of like I kind of wish they did focus in on like a singular character, because I'm getting pretty invested in
how I was at the
Naoe's
beginning.
pathway and
Yep.
stuff like that. I'm like, I like it as it is right now, so I'm like really interested to see how they tie in Yasuke later on and see kind of what he comes from, and just hearing what you've talked about a little bit, like that seems interesting to me.
Yeah.
That they actually have story reason.
I want
more-
to play him so bad.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
fucking fun.
I'm like, I don't want to play Shinobi. I want to play Brute.
I
man.
mostly play what's her name whenever I'm sneaking around and shit. I mean, she's fun with combat once you
Yeah,
get her
yeah.
upgraded. But
She's an
Yasuke,
assassin.
dude,
We know we'd play that,
I
yeah.
feel like a beast, man. If I
Yeah.
got to go hunt down and assassinate someone, guess who I'm using? Yasuke. And
Yeah.
he's climbing his best. He can't climb worth a fuck, but I'm making sure he can. And I'm trying to climb up there, sneak around. I have a giant gun as well. I'm not using a bow. I'm going in there. I'm screaming, dude. Fuck off.
That's what I want.
Oh,
That's what I want right now. Like, why would you tease that and then rip it away?
Wait till I show
Yeah.
you gameplay of it, dude. It was sick, man. It's so sick.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna. I mean, for me, I'm definitely gonna keep playing it. I think I've got the hook in on me now. It took a little bit to get there, but once I got there, I was like, yeah,
I'm gonna try.
going good.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try. I tried
Yeah.
to play some last night, and then I was like, I'm just gonna play Rivals.
Yeah,
I just didn't care at the time, and that's what sucks. I mean, that's like
Do you
Just one of my traits
You both,
when I
you
play
both
games.
are playing the choices decision, right?
yeah. I picked the choices.
that to me hasn't mattered. I could care less what I say,
Yeah.
and I haven't
Yeah,
noticed
same
it
here.
have any impact. So I'd almost feel like I'm basically playing canon right now.
I would just
so.
switch to canon if you want me to be honest.
You can switch anytime?
I do want
I
to see it though,
think
like just to
you
feel.
No, you can't. I remember.
Yeah.
They said once you choose, you can't. You can't.
that
decide.
sucks.
Yeah, I would like to. I'd like to
I
see
was
it
trying
out
to get
anyway.
some love
Yeah,
from
get some love from
all the
someone.
people,
Yeah, there you go.
all the genders.
all the gingers.
And I think for
I mean, graphically, it looks
Nate,
amazing.
oh, yeah.
I can't say her name.
Naoe.
No,
Naoe, thank you. I feel like they feminized her a little more than the promotional material. She was looking pretty manly in the promotional material.
promotional material.
Really?
Oh, I didn't even notice
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So someone had put a photo of Naoe from, I guess, the cinematic teaser or whatever into AI. And they're like, is this a boy or a girl? And they're like, it's a boy.
Oh shit.
But I was like, yeah, she looks way more feminine now. And I don't know if that's something that changed or it was always how it was going to be. It's just the
I
promotional
don't know
material.
how
was-
they posted up a picture just recently of the two characters, like the two voice actors together, and it looks exactly like her.
Oh, really? Man. We'll have to look it up
Yeah,
outside of
Game's
this.
fun. I hate to say it, and we didn't get paid by Ubisoft.
hate to say it,
But if
There's nothing wrong
Ubisoft
with
wants to
that.
pay us, well, I mean, we've been talking shit about this game for a hot fucking minute.
Yeah, I know, we
And that's
have.
because we fucking there's a
Well, we got. I mean,
bandwagon about it.
we gave into the. That's been the struggle with all these games lately. I mean, again, like Veilguard, we gave it a chance and we loved it,
Yep.
or we really enjoyed it. Despite that one hits you over the head though with some of the messaging they're trying to put in there. This game has not done any of that yet, which has made me happy to see. Like I thought there'd be more of the wokeness or whatever in the game, and I haven't seen anything. And so far, I mean, like obviously I don't know anything about Japanese cultures. I don't know if any of it's accurate, but
Yeah.
like it feels very good.
For
Like,
us,
there's a
we
lot
don't-
of good
we
like
don't either,
things in
though.
here that feel right,
Yeah.
So I mean I've been happy with all that overall. I mean, and the game's visually cool, and like it's the first Ubisoft game in a while where I'm not like fully cringing on the dialogue. Like it actually doesn't feel terrible.
True. That is very true.
Yeah. Just
Both Odyssey and Valhalla had some cringy ass dialogue.
Did it not? Like,
God.
did it not? And especially like during the cutscenes, you have Eivor, or in Odyssey, they just fold their arms. Yeah, I don't know what to do with my hands. So fucking annoying. Just constantly arms folded.
Yep.
Arms folded. In this one, I never seen it. And I was just like, okay, thank God. The cutscenes are fucking great. I
Yeah.
fucking
That was their
love them.
go-to, just like, hey, we need something. Just throw this in here.
Yeah, just throw the fucking,
Yeah.
like what the fuck. But I think Ubisoft did a phenomenal job for Assassin's Creed game since Origins. I think they hit it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they found the right balance here because Valhalla was way too big. Odyssey was way too big. Although I beat Valhalla, but like this one feels like more contained.
Yeah.
And has just the right amount of like Ubisoft flavor, but then also focusing more in on some of the more important things, like trying to do more of a story and trying to build a really like dense world, which they've done a very good job with that. And yeah, I mean, I'm digging it so far.
Yeah, the combat was definitely surprising.
Right?
How brutal it was. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I like this.
They're like, fuck that, blood's flying everywhere.
I was
Get
like, hell
Yasuke,
yeah.
dude. You gotta get them.
Well, Naoe was just like, I don't give two shits about anybody. Blood everywhere. And then yeah, the skill tree was a nice
Skill tree's
condensed
nice.
change. And I was like,
Very.
okay. Kind of reminds me of Ghost
Yeah.
because it was. I mean, there's a little more.
It is
Ghost,
similar, yeah.
but it's
And one thing Ghost
pretty
can
dumbed
take
down.
from this game, and I think a lot of people agree with me, is whenever you're having a conversation with someone, you can hit the follow button and it just automatically follows as you're.
Oh yeah, I like that too.
I
Yeah.
fucking love that feature so fucking
that's good.
much.
Lots of.
I'll
things
I'll try to play more, but
You don't have to.
I mean, I want to try,
No.
but we'll see. So far, some of it's just like,
You
Also-
need to at least get to Yasuke and
Yeah, I know,
then
I
make a
know.
decision.
Yeah.
I feel like if I get to him, I'll be happy. But can someone
Yeah.
play my game for me?
I know,
Just
right?
get me to Yasuke.
Yeah,
I'm
which
trying.
is
I'm
it's
trying.
ironically though, like I'm loving playing Naoe. So I like
That's
how
how
you
I
guys are like
felt.
so you.
I
but
felt
now
like that in the
you-
beginning, but now
Okay.
since I went fucking
Yeah.
like I love playing them both now.
Yeah,
they're
that's good.
fucking. They
Yeah.
have their own thing. That's what's so weird. Because I was like, they should just stick with her. I don't understand why we have another character. It feels like he was just thrown in. But then I start playing him. I come to a realization that he's a fucking outstanding character.
Yeah.
And there's something about him in this backstory. And I'm like, I want to figure it out. It hooked me. And I was just like,
I hope
want
they
to
I hope they bring it home. Like that's what I'm
Yeah.
hoping for. You know, it's like they deliver that finisher that's done well. So because I honestly I thought Valhalla had a great wrap up. Like I mean overall, even though again it was super long, but like I thought they did a good job. As long as that game was like the opening was great and the ending I felt like wrapped it up way better than I would have expected them to have done. So we'll see. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows is here. I do think. I mean, I hope that the delay actually made a difference because I mean, I've had graphical problems and stuff like that, but the game seems to be running pretty good. I mean,
some of the animations and some of the characters seem very robotic.
Yeah,
like you can see where like some of the cutscenes look really good.
Yeah, but
then some of the other cutscenes are just like, I'm a robot.
Yeah.
I have to look at that a little bit more.
I only saw it early on a few times, but outside of that, well, obviously I haven't got very far. So
I do wish I was playing my PlayStation though so bad. Like I played on Ubisoft because it's free and I'm not paying extra for it. Or on PlayStation or PC, but like my graphic card's struggling to get.
Is
like
it really?
60.
Oh,
I mean it's doing all right, but like it's not.
Okay, I'm getting like 52, I think.
That's what I'm getting. I'm getting like 52 on like high graphics, but it's like because I'm also 1440p, so like I don't have full 4K, and I want 4K 60, and I don't have it, and I know I could.
I'm fucking loving it, dude. It looks
shut the fuck up.
Beautiful, man. It is beautiful.
Oh man! Well, Assassin's Creed Shadows, it's out now on all systems, all platforms. I mean, I think this is a game if you want your one game for the year or half the year. Like,
gamer.
think it's a good recommendation. Surprisingly, check it out.